Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with your daily health tip, and what I'm going to be talking about today is ways you can be more efficient. So basically, if there's anything in your life you're doing that may be causing friction, that will actually take your energy. So what could be an example of that? So maybe you're driving a certain pattern to work. It's not the most efficient way. So by the time you get to work, it's wasted time. Energy just feels drained because it wasn't the most efficient way to do it. So if you can find a new path to drive to work, save you time and energy. Maybe right now, and actually let's go back with that example. Maybe I'm just thinking in the city of Toronto, driving is not the most efficient way. Maybe you should be taking a train back and forth to work. You can get some reading done, pay some bills online, whatever. You feel more energetic. Maybe use that time to listen to an audiobook. You're using your time differently and getting a better result. Maybe there's this store you go to because you need this certain item and you buy it every week for your grocery list, and you're like, I'm going that far. Am I being as efficient as I can? It takes up so much time. I come back tired. Is it the highest use of my time? Maybe you're finding like you're sleeping at a certain time. You get up in the morning and you're like, okay, I'm getting my 7 hours, but I'm just tired. I get to work. It's a rush. Maybe you can talk to your employer, or if you have your own business, and say, you know what I'm going to do? Go to bed 1 hour earlier, get up 1 hour earlier, beat the traffic, get there. I'm more energetic. I can actually leave work 1 hour earlier because I've talked to my employer. We've agreed on that. Get to be with my family. Like, just play with variables. Is there anything you're doing that's not being efficient? Is there anything you need to delegate? Maybe if you want to go weekly, bi-weekly, even once a month, just say, okay, we're going to call some people to help clean up that house, to clean up our house. And when they clean up that house, in that time, I'm going to spend quality time with my family. I'm actually going to work on that drawing or painting and that reading I need. Maybe you just want to meditate while your house is getting clean, whatever that is, Are there things you're doing that are just draining your energy? You just have to look at patterns. Maybe at one time you volunteered for a certain charity group and you love that group at one time. You're at a different season. You're like, that's just draining my energy now. Like I still believe in that cause, but now I got so much going on. I can't commit at that level. Maybe you're part of a baseball team and you love it and you're like, now things have changed. It just, for me to go on a Thursday night, get ready after work, I come back, it's wiping out my energy. So is there anything you maybe need to do more efficiently in a different way? Is there something you need to delegate to someone, get some help, get a team? Or is there something you just need to delete? It's just something like, I can't do this anymore because my life's in a different season than it was before. So if you can make these shifts, this will make a huge lift of energy. It'll give you that energy you need, but you need to, maybe every month might be quite intense, but at least once a quarter, sit back and say, okay, what's going on in my life? Where am I getting that tension? Where am I getting that pressure? Just think of different ways that you can say, I can free up my time. It'll help me with my energy. I'll feel lighter. Is there different ways we can do it? Because if you are energy efficient, things should be done efficiently. Maybe you're eating breakfast and it's a crazy rush, and maybe just the night before you're saying, okay, I'll put the plates out. I know exactly what I'm going to eat. I'm going to have my clothes out. I mentioned this in another video, but it's more efficient and now I don't drain energy. So just think about it. I mean, think about your eating habits, what you're eating. Think about, your house. Think about even your relationships. Is there certain relationships which you really honored and treasured, and now you're like great people, but now we're just at a different place, and like those same relationships are draining me now. I don't feel lifted anymore by them. And either try to improve it or just say, I still think they're great people. I'm just not going to put as much time in action. So I'm actually coming up with this concept now, but the time and energy are both correlated. When you're using your time effectively, when you feel you're doing things that are energizing you, you'll notice the difference. But when you feel like you're doing things that are just too boring or just not enjoying it or whatever that is, you'll feel time slow down and you'll feel your energy drop. But when we're doing things we enjoy, time actually seems to fly and our energy seems to go up. So actually, this is something, as I'm recording this, I'm just sharing with you. So time and energy are correlated. When we're enjoying something, time just seems to fly, and when something is tiring and exhausting, time seems to slow down. So that's an interesting concept I just came up with, so something to keep in mind. Anyway, other thing I was going to say, so try to make that a homework project for the next 5 days. Just look at your life where you can find up times where the energy and time can be more freed up and in better sync. And then if things are efficient, running more smoothly, you'll have more energy. If you want more information, I'd love to invite you again to the class. That's on Tuesday, April 30th from 7 to 8. It's going to be awesome. Bring a family member, bring a friend. It'll be great. Great information, and you need to hear this stuff again and again. And you know why I can say that? I need to hear this stuff again and again. Even though I teach this stuff, I read this stuff, you need to hear. And there's certain stuff, again, like you're like, oh yeah, I used to do that. I got to get back into it. Never heard that concept before. And you're just looking for these one little nugget, this one little tip, this one little thing you start to implement, and your whole life goes in a different path. And the reason I put all this information together is for your benefit. I want you to succeed. I want you to be successful. So God bless you. I'll see you again.